I was a graduate of Trinity in 1997, 98, and 2002. I had a math major and a biology minor in 97. I got a Master's of Arts in Teaching in 1998 and a Master's in School Administration in 2002. I went into Trinity I was getting my math degree because I enjoyed math and had some ability in it. I was not the best math student that Trinity put out, but I knew that I loved being near kids. I loved working with kids. I loved doing the mentoring and the shepherding, and initially was thinking that I might go into ministry and youth ministry. And I remember the bench that I was sitting on with John Moore, who at that time had been the chair of the education department, and he had been, I think he was chair of the department for 33 years or something. But I remember what bench I was sitting on when he talked me into teaching, into becoming a teacher, which very clearly has changed my trajectory in life for a long, long time now. John Moore recruited me into the education program along with quite a few other people, including Jeff Nordine, who ended up going back and being a professor at Trinity and is now working at the Children's Museum here in San Antonio. But he recruited a lot of people all over the city in Northeast and Northside and SAISD, in the charter movement as well, who have continued to lead either from their work in the classroom or their work in administration somewhere. Another professor I had was Sherry Albright, who was an associate professor at the time, ended up being, in the education department, ended up being my principal, who hired me for my first teaching job. Dr. Hasfuda and Dr. Bailey, who recognized at that time that while I had some ability in math, and I appreciated, they were gentle with me, and pushed me a lot in my math studies, that they also recognized that I may have had some other giftings that were probably more likely to be a career path for me, and that going to grad school in math probably was not the best path. They encouraged me to, in my linkings with the education department, and becoming a math teacher, which is what I was able to do then after, as part of the Master's of Arts in Teaching, I did a residency in teaching math and teaching biology at the International School of the Americas, and then became a math teacher. It is more and more true as technology continues to advance and as the job market shifts very, very fast, that the jobs that are available today are not going to be the ones that exist in the future. I know that, based on LinkedIn and Facebook, that the vast majority of the people I graduated high school with are currently in jobs that did not exist when I graduated high school. And I'm in one of them. Charter schools did not exist. But our ability to think critically, to engage in lots of different forms of media, to do significant work with a group, to express ourselves in my speech class that I remember a speech class I had with Professor Harrison many years ago. I ended up needing economics and business way more than I ever predicted. I was not anticipating going to business at all. And now we're running a $15 million organization that within 10 years will become a $90 or $100 million organization. It became really important, and I would not have predicted that. At the time, I thought I want to work in math, and I want to be with kids, and I want to engage with them. My career has taken me in lots of different ways that I couldn't see at the time. And if I had just solely isolated and taken only math courses, then I think I would have been really limited in my ability to respond to new opportunities in the job market, to respond to opportunities in my role to go present and give testimony before the state legislature, to write for the newspaper or the Express News or the Rivard Report, to do some of those things that I wouldn't have done had I taken 90% math classes. So the the opportunity that came to me because of the liberal arts education ended up being really important.